In this lecture, we will be talking about Python sets. So the way we made Python lists and Python tuple, in the same way we can define a set also in on this Python platform. So this is the word which I am using for defining a set. And for when you're defining a set, make sure that the items which you are using, you need to enclose those items inside these curly brackets. Okay, so this is the second item and this one is the third one. So that's how you can define a set. Now let's print this thing. This is what you are going to get in the output. Fine. Now unordered means that the items in a set do not have a defined order. Okay, sets are unordered, unchangeable, and do not allow duplicate values. The way list and tuple allows duplicate values, set doesn't allow that. Fine. Sets are unchangeable, meaning that we cannot change the items after the set has been created. Duplicates are also not allowed. Okay, sets cannot have two items with the same values. For example, if you will define a set with a duplicate value like this, fine. Now what will happen when you will press enter and print my set? So when you will print this set that you have created over here, this is what you will get as an output. So it will take this item only once. It will not take this duplicate value. Okay. So this is what set is. Now if you want to find out the length of this set, so again you guys can make use of len, length function for the same. So this is how you can find out the length of a particular set that you have defined on this Python platform. Let's now define a set with name set1, and so we are going to have some integer values inside it, and here in set2 we are going to have boolean values, true, then false, then true. Okay, so these are boolean values which we have got inside this set2. Okay, now let's check out what is going to happen if we'll create a set with name set final and we'll concatenate these two sets, set1 and set2. So this is what you are going to get. So what does this mean? That you cannot concatenate these two sets together like this. Okay, so remember this thing, that you guys cannot use this concatenation operator with sets for concatenating two sets, or for combining the items of two different sets, the way we used to use this concatenation operator with tuple and list. Now if you want to find out the type of this variable, what you can do, you can again make use of this type variable for finding out the type of this, and this is what you are going to get as an output. So this is a kind of set on which we are working. Now let's talk about how can we access items from a set. Now suppose let's consider this one. Okay, this my set. Let me define it again over here. And if suppose you want to access the items which are there in this set, so for doing the same we can make use of this for loop. The way we used to use for loop for accessing the sets, for accessing the items of a list and tuple, in the same way we can make use of this loop here also for this set my set, and okay, I haven't placed the colon, that's the reason I'm getting the syntax error. Let's place a colon after this and see what's gonna happen. So when you will pass this command print text, this is what you will get as an output. So as you can see, all the items which are stored in this my set have got printed. So this is how you can access the items of a set. Fine. Now if suppose you want to add a new item into a set, how can you do that? So there is a function with the name add which you can make use of for adding an item to a particular set. Now how you can do that? That's what we are going to check out. So this is the set on which we are working right now. If you want to add something to it, you can do it like this. Let's add mango. Let's see what is going to happen when we'll print this set with name my set. So as you can see, mango has got appended to this my set here. Okay, so that's how you can add a new item to a particular set. Now if you want to, there are two sets. If you have got two sets on Python platform, and if you want to add the items, or if you want to combine the items present on that are there on in the sets, how can you do that? Let's consider this one. Okay, I am taking this one for now, and let's take this one. Fine, this set 1. So we can do it like this. So now we have got two different sets. Now if you want to add these two sets, what you can do it like this. Set1 dot update. Okay, and here you can pass this as a parameter for this update function. Now when you will print this set1, what will you get? You will get all the items which are there in set 1, including the items which are there in this set named my set. Okay, so that's how you can make use of an update function for adding up the items of two different sets. Okay, so let's now come on this topic. How can we remove the items from set? So in order to, if you want to remove some item from this set 1, suppose, what you can do, you can make use of this function named remove. Okay, and whatever thing you want to remove, suppose let's remove this banana. So what we can do, we can pass this string value as a parameter for this function, and now when you will print this set1, this is what you will get as an output. So banana is now no more there in this set1. So this is how you can remove an item from a particular set using this remove function. Now there is one more function with name discard which you can make use of. Let's see what is going to happen if we'll use discard in place of remove. And because banana is no more there in the set1, so let's define some other item which is already there in this set, and when you'll press enter, automatically this is what you will get as an output when you print the set. So cherry is no more there in this set1. So there are two functions which you can make use of for removing the items from a particular set. Now there is one more function with name pop. What will happen if we'll make use of that function? Let's check it out. So set1.pop, that's how you can make use of this function. So what we have got? 1. So all the items which are present after this first item, all of them have got removed. Only one item is left which is there present on this first number. So that's what is going to happen if you are going to apply this pop function on a particular set. Now let's see what is loop sets. You can loop through the list items by using a for loop, right? We can loop through a list items by using a for loop. Loop for looping through the set and printing the values. We can use the same loop, that is for loop. Now how can we use that? That's what we are going to check. So let's create a set again. That's how we can create it, right? Now let's do one thing. Let's make use of for loop. For x in my set, print x. So this is what you will get as an output. So this is how you can loop through a particular set using this for loop. Now the next topic that we are going to discuss is how can we join two sets. There are several ways to join two or more sets in Python. Okay, you can use the union method that returns a new set containing all items from both the sets, or the update method that inserts all the items from one set into the other sets. We are already done with discussing this update method, right? So we are left with one method, that is union. Let's see what is going to happen if we'll use this union method in place of update. So we are going to take these two sets again, and the way we used update method, in the same way we are going to use the union method also. But the only difference is you need to store the value of this in some variable. Okay, so set1 dot union my set, what is this going to do? This method returns a new set. Okay, it is going to return a new set containing all the items from both the sets. Fine. Let's now see if we'll print this set 3, what are we going to get? So this is what you are going to get in the output. Fine. So this is how you can join two or more sets using union or update method. This is it for this lecture. Hope you enjoyed it a lot. Please do try it on your own. Practically, if you will practice everything, you will be able to understand Python in a very good way. Fine. So thank you very much, and God bless you all with a great future. See you in the next lecture.